Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy. We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show.
I didn't really want
Welcome to Puppy Academy online show.
Welcome to
Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
A Puppy Trainer Show.
I literally got the wrong show on.
Bethany, Sparky, this is Goose.
Goose is new.
Adorable.
He was here last week too. He didn't make it that long though.
He's
or maybe 2 weeks ago.
He's already started mouthing me and trying to get away. Herding dogs are one of the worst dogs to do this with. Not only because it's just not in their nature to want this kind of attention or affection in the middle of the day without like a long training session, but it also spoils them rotten and makes them bite you more. So there's that.
Which is why we're doing it.
We're doing it for you.
We are doing it for
just
you guys.
so you guys know.
Miriam and her baby are on.
Who?
Miriam and her baby.
Oh, hi.
Wow.
Hi, Miriam. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Meet Goose. This is
That's Goose. She actually would love Goose. She likes all of the work dogs. All right. First one is from Kyle.
Oh, wait. What episode is it?
Episode
216. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, it's like the...
All right. One more. Like,
He lasted 30 seconds with me, just so you know.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to use my
I'm
magic.
gonna keep my energy low. We're just gonna...
Read
Everyone
the
just
question.
pause.
Just
Everyone
read.
take a breath.
Just read the question.
All right. My puppy has recently started going to the bathroom in her crate every night. She's only enough room to stand and turn around, doesn't get water after a certain time. She can hold it perfectly fine while I'm at work for 8 hours. However, if I'm home sleeping, she cannot. All right. We actually we read this question before we even started because most of our suggestions wouldn't work for this situation because normally it's separation anxiety that causes the body accidents or like boundary frustration.
Take him.
He just...
Goose says goodbye. He's beautiful. Oh, my lower back. He's
That's how
heavy.
you know Ricky just had a baby. She literally held the dog like a baby. Cupped him in everything. You cupped him in everything.
It's because where Josh put the light. Way to go, Josh.
Can
Okay.
you scoot over? I'm like freaking halfway on frame.
I'm already on the edge. Okay.
I just want to
Is that fine?
be seen.
Oh, my Lord.
All right. So when I look at this question,
Sorry. All right. You guys can ask us questions now. I'm up and ready to go. You don't have TikTok up.
I know, I'll get it up.
Here, let me.
So does it get water after a certain time? If I'm getting potty accidents every single night religiously, I'm going to probably cut water by 5 or 6 p.m. And you're probably cutting around 7 or 8 p.m. That's a bit more average, a bit more normal. Try a little bit early. You can give an ice cube at like the 8 p.m. time just so they get a little bit of water. It's more like they get to like play with the ice cube for a bit. And then one more potty before you guys go to bed. So if you go to bed at 11 p.m. and you wake up at 6, your puppy gets a potty at 10:59. It's their final potty of the night. And you want to actually look at the potty. If you're used to getting 5-10 seconds of potty, it's a quick squirt and they're done, ready to come in because it could be a little chilly outside. It's starting to cool down a bit in certain areas, certain demographics. Then you can bring them inside, put them in the crate. You stole the hard pillow.
Bodhi killed my back yesterday.
See what she did?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to put him back in the
I'm
crate
older.
for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm just going to try taking him back out again. And that's if I get the little trickle, I get like the quick pee because they want to come back in, or I get the mark because they get distracted. You got to make sure you're actually getting a full bladder release if you want to not have them pee during the night. Also, I mean, try that first, please, and see if that works. I don't want to give you the hardcore advice on the chance that it might only require a couple of easy fixes.
But
now,
I do have some questions for you to think about if it could be something else.
I'm going to go. Do you want to go over the harder part?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
please,
not.
no.
I'm not going to go over the harder part because it might be pointless. I'm just
Ask
going
the
to
questions.
ask like. So what we were kind of thinking is this might be more like proximity anxiety, which is, is the dog in the bedroom with you, and so that's what's giving the dog anxiety is knowing that you're right there, but they don't have access to you, or is the dog in another room at night but knows that you're home. So that could also be some form of proximity anxiety. And so, I'm just curious, are you doing a lot of petting as soon as the dog comes out of crate? Petting before the dog goes into crate? If the dog is in crate and you just go and get a shower, is there a lot of barking, whining, spinning out maybe none of that, but there's a piddle or something. So if you're getting some anxiety when you're home, but not, in the same room as the dog, you're dealing with the dog knows that you're there. And so you're having, it's getting kind of high strung,
I feel like it's boundary frustration though. It's being confined to an area, knowing you're there and not being able to get to you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're kind of thinking it is. Please write us back and we'll prioritize your question.
I want to give you so much advice already on how to fix it, but we can't until we get more information from you.
Yeah, like you might already have a Velcro dog that's not on purpose. Like you might not even created it. It could be genetic Velcro dog. And so we would have a lot of advice to give to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Look how old that dog is.
Oh, 11 months.
Saint Bernard? It's in the brain. It's not in the body. Maybe get them checked for a UTI or something. If they're not having accidents throughout the 8 hours, it's not that.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's something in the brain. It has to do with the brain. It's some kind of anxiety, whether it's boundary frustration, we're giving too much affection, like she mentioned.
Yeah. Some type of weird association.
Yeah.
Maybe, it's such a large dog, probably needs a lot of water if you're living in the West where we are. Maybe it's holding it all day long and struggling when you're gone.
11 months old and it recently started going to the bathroom in your crate every night. I'm willing to bet you something has happened in your household. Did a smoke alarm go off? Did your home alarm go off in the middle of the night? Has something happened in the middle of the night? A loud firework, a loud boom, a loud sound, someone's neighbor, like trash cans getting knocked over by a raccoon. Think about some of that stuff.
It could be other things. It could be other things too. One of your kids goes away to college. Your job changed its hours. There's a lot of things like that that could have changed.
This is anxiety though. For sure. This is heavy anxiety.
But anyway, let us know what you think and we'll definitely give you some more, details related to that. Yeah, man. Okay.
I gotta turn on my TikTok.
All right.
TikTok.
Wish I had seen the age earlier. Huh.
I didn't think to look up top.
I didn't either. Yeah.
It's a new format we're working with.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It looks really clean though.
Yeah, someone submitted that through our website.
I like it. It looks really nice.
Oh, they submitted it through the website.
Yeah.
Kyle. Okay. Do they know to go here? Kyle, watch this.
My 19-week-old lab starts out her walks jumping at my back every few feet, then just walks. Turn to face them, step in, give a little knee bump and say no.
And you can give a little tug of the leash. You got to stop that right now.
Once they cut it, then just start walking. So don't take a single step forward until they're able to relax and back off a little bit. Yeah. And then you could even use food behind your calf to get them to follow it a few steps. Then just stand tall and keep walking.
Yeah.
Add in food and teach let's go work, teach heel.
I would probably do 3 steps, stop and sit food. 3 steps, stop and sit food. To try to prevent it so I don't have to keep, because it's not like a correction, like a really harsh, it's just information, but I don't want to give that information 10 times over and over. I want to do it just a couple times firmly and then try to prevent it from happening again through training. So I like to have both sides of the coin, but this is important. This could go south really fast in a couple of months. So it's really important to address it firmly, quickly.
Labs are butt biters and back jumpers usually.
Yeah.
From Kat, my puppy is not toy or food motivated, so it makes training very difficult. Start working for meals. I'm going to give you the quick answer. You start working for meals. You basically give the opportunity. You have the meal in your pouch. You have the dog on leash. They're not just free roaming. You have to have some pretty good structure in the household to maintain this. Yeah. And when you pull out food to do training and they want nothing to do with it, well, you've offered them the food. You've attempted to work with them. If they don't want it, then they're basically going to skip that meal and it becomes their next meal for their next training session. You can usually do that for 1 or 2 days if they're a proper weight, 3 if they're a proper weight. If they're not a proper weight, then you probably need to go to your vet and get some information from them on what they need. And I would look at NutriCal.
Oh my God.
That was the quick answer.
That was quick, all right. Okay. So don't starve your dog, and you probably won't have to wait 3 days. It's a puppy. You might not eat all of its dinner, and then the next morning, do not give it breakfast before you do a training session. So
training is breakfast.
So give you a really quick It won't be that quick. A really quick idea. I actually have a puppy, same thing, outside, won't take any food, but does okay with food inside. We started training for all of his meals, and it's a lab, so it eats a ton. And so I'll literally like train properly with like one piece of kibble at a time. And then I'll just do something really quick at the end, which is like, come, sit, break, handful of food on the floor. Come, sit, break, handful of food on it, just to get through the rest of it. And 3 days of that, and that dog is looking at me for everything. It's also not nipping me as much as it was when it first came in. It's starting to see these hands, mean something more valuable, working for food. Now, I'm not saying that your dog has to work for every meal, but I would do that. I would like just set that up for a week to really dig into that. And then you can get relaxed on it once kind of the dog's mindset has shifted. And took the dog to the park this morning, and all of a sudden, even for boring kibble, it's looking at me and coming to me for food after it tries to chase a kid. But that's way better than before, where it refused to take food and I didn't exist, the owners didn't exist. It's really just a mindset thing is what he's trying to say. So.
Also, cut some of the affection out. If you're really affectionate during your free time when they're out of the crate, you can cut some of that down. It's going to make you more believable.
Yeah.
The more free affection you give, the more instant gratification your puppy expects. If you're not willing to give it, you get more frustration and stubbornness because their expectation of you is freely given.
Yeah. You Got This has an interesting question. Oh man, I wish I had time to deep dive this and really think about it. So, hi there. I need you to listen to this.
We're echoing a bit.
What?
The camera's not working. You guys are echoing a bit.
You mean the sound isn't working? Josh said it's working. Where are you going?
It's this thing that usually gets messed up.
We were messing with it. So, sorry guys, give us just a second. Okay. Are you
Does
listening?
it still sound echoey, guys? If it does, please let us know.
Yeah, please. Are you listening yet?
No. Yes. I am now.
Because this is something I need help with. You might know more than me, maybe.
Slinky says yes for me.
Who told us we're... Are you on
TikTok.
Well, TikTok will be echoing. There's no mic on TikTok.
No, I'm on Insta. Oh, that's right.
Sorry, TikTok.
Sorry, TikTok. You guys don't have a mic.
These are plugged into Instagram because we use Instagram when we repurpose the footage. So sorry,
It
we're
makes it
echoing.
easier to redo videos.
Yeah.
TikTok is not as easy.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. Hi there. How can you prevent anal gland swelling? Does the groomer always take care of this? Any special food to give to help with
I'll be honest. I know for a fact groomers do not take care of it unless you
specifically, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it.
I would personally recommend having a vet do it. This is what they're trained to do.
I
They go
agree.
to school for it.
I agree.
The anal gland is this little itty bitty bead. It's just about that big. It's the tiniest thing you'll ever imagine. If it gets ruptured, popped, or broken, you're in a really, really, really bad situation for your dogs. Have a professional do it, unless your groomer is like, I've done schooling to learn it.
So the thing, that's true. So the thing is when it's done over and over and over again, they lose the ability to do it naturally when they poop. Like the body starts to rely on that tight squeeze rather than it naturally happening when they poop. But your dog might have an issue. It sounds like, it might be, clogged. So you might need to have it done initially and then ask the vet what they think so you don't have to keep having it done if there's not like a legitimate issue. As far as a food being given to help with expression, I don't know anything about that. All I know is that the poop and the firmness, if it's proper firmness, it should do it naturally on its own. But it sounds like yours is clogged. So why is it clogged? So that's kind of something that you could get into with your vet.
If it is clogged, though, it's very painful for the dog. I've been a participant of a grooming session that had a clogged anal gland. The groomer got permission from the owner to express it, and normally what comes out is a small little amount of liquid, maybe like an inch long. It's a very small amount. When she expressed it on a dog that was about 12 inches long, it shot down her whole arm into the sink and almost like filled maybe a quarter inch in the sink. When it does fill up, it starts filling up quickly. Every single poop a dog does, it's the natural lubricant that helps it come out a little bit easier. So they express it every time. If it's not being expressed, it can fill up quickly. Very painful. So if you touch their rear end, you touch their hindquarters, you try to go under where their belly is. If they feel pressure and it hurts, they're going to let you know. That's how you know it does need to get treated medically. It needs to be a vet appointment.
You need to go to a vet anyway. Yeah, I would not. If it's already swollen, do not go to a groomer for this.
You'll also kind of smell it here and there, like little like droplets will leak out from the pressure. Yeah, we have an anal gland now.
Terrible. It smells like ass. Oh,
like,
wait.
Yeah, I almost said it too. Yeah, it's like the worst fart that got dipped in fish and slapped in your face.
Oh, God.
Why'd you ask, Ricky?
Yeah,
Why'd you ask?
She asked the wrong for. Why would you ask me that? Ask her that. We have an anal gland dog. Our dog anal expresses all over us. If she's sitting on the couch and like I scare her when I sit down, it will just squirt all over me. Yeah, it's terrible. So we have a very big experience with anal gland expression.
Sometimes people won't know what that smell is, so
Yeah.
now they know they would slap
Yeah.
in the face.
All right, Lucero Silva says, I have a 16-week-old Yorkie male. We're having issues with potty training. I tried to take him outside. Gosh, I still keep thinking about ass.
Thinking about juice.
I just can't stop thinking about it.
You're saying it with an accent, which makes it so much more fun.
Ass. Okay, I'm focused. I'm focused. All right, I'm trying.
I'm not.
16-week-old Yorkie male. Okay. Potty training. Okay. Outside, scheduled, on a leash, 2 times out of 10, he'll go. Other 8 times within minutes coming inside the house, he'll go somewhere inside. Ooh, I can help with that.
Easy.
I do try to reward when he goes outside. What am I doing wrong? If you get a 16-week-old puppy, and these puppies are like this big, so their bladders are teensy. If you are pretty sure they need to go potty outside, like they're due for a pee, because they just keep coming inside and peeing, they need to go back in crate for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you put them on leash, take them out again. They get 2 to 3 minutes to sniff around. If they don't potty, back in crate, 10 to 15 minutes, take them out again. They pee. Now they get their free time. Well, you don't really do a lot of free time with that young of a puppy, but whatever it is you're doing in the house, then they get to do it for 30 minutes, maybe 45, and then they're probably due for another pee at that age and that size. And so that's what I would tweak. I would make sure you're also not giving free water for this, and you know how much water the dog is getting. Anything else?
Absolutely. If you find yourself repeating that crate routine a couple times, so I put her back in the crate for 15 minutes, 3 minutes out, 15 minutes, 3 minutes out, and I do that every single time I bring the dog out of the crate. I have to go 2 times back to the crate. I'm going to extend my crate routine by 30 minutes.
There you go.
Because now my dog's basically saying, I don't have to go now. You keep putting me back and forth. Just try saving 30 more minutes in the crate.
Yeah.
See if you get a quicker potty. If you get an accident, I'm sorry, it will happen eventually. Cut it down by like 10, 15 minutes and just play around. The schedule is supposed to be adaptable.
16-week-old Yorkie, I'm also thinking it's unusual, but I'll tell you a couple breeds I see this with. Yorkies and Schnauzers, if it's a male, sometimes by 4 months old, they're already marking. And so, I would keep this dog just for the next 2 to 4 weeks, honestly. When this dog is out in the house, I would get like a 6 to 8 foot leash, and 8 foot leash, you could tie it around you, 6 foot, you could clip somehow to you, and the puppy's with you all the time. And as soon as you start to see that nosing around and you start to learn those precursors to needing to potty, up and outside right away. So that if you feel like this crate rotation is like not going well, that would be what I would do in conjunction with the crate rotation. Otherwise, that puppy would never be out ever if it wasn't tethered to me.
Out free.
Yeah. Out free.
Tether has to happen.
Yeah, that's my point, because the habit is already happened, and you could be getting into a little bit of marking. So.
Or you're going to get a playpen, put a rubber mat on the bottom, cover with pee pads, and your dog's just going to pee on it all day long,
all the
and
time.
it just prevents him from peeing everywhere else.
Yeah,
So.
and it'll never learn.
It's not a recommendation.
Yeah, it'll
Not a
never learn.
recommendation. No. I got really good questions.
you got a good one?
I have like really good puppy
All
behavior
right,
questions.
tickety-tock.
Okay. All right. This is from one people that asked a question already.
Lean up so they can use it in the recap thing.
Thoughts? Thoughts on when to look into behavioral consult trainer for puppy with fear. He's almost 5 months old.
Now?
Person.
Always now.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're asking us,
5 months is pretty old.
if you're asking us, then it needs to happen.
For the people who aren't sure and they might have a younger puppy and they're just starting to get into the territory of fear, if you had previously been able to walk outside and your dog showed more like curiosity and interest and like a loud trash can sound happens and now they can't walk outside without being deathly afraid, they no longer take food outside even in non-distracting areas, you need a private trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some behavioral modification, you need like a balance trainer. Don't go positive reinforcement only if you're looking to change fear behaviors.
Yeah.
If you're looking for positive reinforcement training, that's a good fit for you.
Yeah, it really is the fact that if you are asking the question here, you needed to do that yesterday. Like truly.
I got another one. Have a Sheltie. Best way to help him not
I
bark
love
as
Shelties.
much.
We don't get very many Shelties
I'll be
around
honest,
here.
for this one, the not bark as much, have you done a training program? Have you introduced any kind of guidance tool like an easy walk, a gentle leader, a slip lead, a power loop? Like, have you done something to get head control from the dog?
Archie, we don't have age, and so we can't really give advice because a barking Sheltie that's 3 months old versus 8 months old would be very different advice. So please give us some age
Scroll
on
down,
that,
there's another good one.
and then go from there. All right,
Similar to our lines.
Angel in crate all day while I'm at work, but wakes up at 4 a.m. wailing to start the day. 17 weeks old.
When do you go to bed? If you go to bed at 11, when she wake up?
It doesn't say.
So if you're putting the puppy
the
in
dog
crate
is 4
at
a.m.
10 p.m., they're
That's
going to get
normal.
up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, 17
If
weeks old.
you're going to bed at 11:30, your final potty is 11:29, and you'll maybe get to like 5:30, like a little bit longer, but you got a baby. So how it usually works for babies is they wake you up barking because they're going to pee themselves. You take them out, you get them a potty, you put them back in the crate, cover, turn on the white noise machine to help yourself sleep and get through some of the barking and whininess, and some kind of noise machine to give them some mental stimulation.
Yeah.
And hopefully they go back to sleep. I have a client whose dog doesn't, and they had to fake it till they make it for 30 minutes of closing their eyes and putting in their noise canceling headphones for 30 minutes of whining and kind of screaming, but not really barking. And after about a week, the dog settled down, went back to sleep.
Yeah, just got used to. There's like, oh, this isn't how I get out, and this is. So, just a little side note though, I don't have age and breed. So
17 weeks.
if you're, breed. I don't have breed. I want to just kind of give you some food for thought. I don't want you to give your puppy a ridiculous amount of exercise and create a monster or anything, meaning like build a ton of drive. Like that's not what I want you to do. However, I do feel a sense of responsibility with you being at work all day. I'm wondering what your night looks like because I have no idea. So I'm just speculating. For anybody else out there watching this is not specifically for you, but it's like, yeah, if you work all day, if you come home and you give like a little potty walk, it's 15 minutes and then you've got to feed yourself, maybe your family, and then you got to shower and clean and what? Cavapoo. Oh, now I've got some context. and then you're like, I'll just play a little fetch and maybe, 2 to 3 minutes of some basic training for food and I'm tired. I'm going to sit on the couch the rest of the night. That's not going to work with a puppy. It's not. And, you probably didn't know this. 11 p.m.
About 11 p.m.
So that's 5 hours. Yeah. So you probably didn't know this. Small breed dogs will sleep less chunks of time usually, unless they're border collies. And so I know you didn't probably know this about Cavapoos, but they're actually really nutty. And they are like living on a high dopamine of happiness all the time. It's like they're on drugs all the time. They're just like, it's the good kind. They're just happy all the time. Go, go, go.
What's the good thing?
I actually don't know.
I know, I was waiting. I knew that was going to call her out. Like, this woman's never done a drug in her life. I guarantee it.
I hear things. I listen to Joe Rogan. I know things, okay? I know things. I just, can't relate. Okay. So anyway, I just want you to keep that in mind. And I'm not saying you need to like run miles with this dog. 'Cause that would actually just create more stamina and more drive. But maybe you do need to be a bit more methodical about the mental stimulation. And, you could look into flirt. I would definitely look into a flirt pole and proper tug and release, and then flirt pole work as well. By proper, I mean, it's not a free for all. Dogs don't go, King Charles Cavalier Spaniels don't go hunting and get the bird 500 times in 30 minutes. That's not what's supposed to happen. There's waiting, stalking, hunting, retrieving. There is some chase, but it's a whole thing. And so getting a really good drop it and then sit in a down and like waiting and then throwing it. And when they do the flirt pole work, which is like chasing around something on a string, the purpose is to get an amazing drop it or out, whatever you want to call it, while they're so driven. And so that would be one thing I would look into. And then really good calming work, like calm crate patterning and place patterning that's slow and methodical. Those are just some things that I would really look into, balancing the drive of the breed that you have, because you really do have like a circus dog mixed with the happiest little hunting dog there ever was.
Is this still the 17-week puppy?
Yeah, Cavapoo.
Everything she mentions in our online school. Every command.
That's true.
Every sequence, everything she told you to do is in the online school. So you can go on YouTube and find 4,000 videos and try to find the one she's talking about, or just join our damn online school.
That's true. You could do that.
We literally have a live today at 4 p.m. where you have a whole hour to ask us questions instead of 30 seconds like this.
Yeah,
so
one-on-one.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheap. It's like $200-300. It's incredibly affordable for a new owner with a young puppy.
Yeah.
Like it probably costs less than 3 bags of dog food. No BS.
True. All right.
My screen.
I know, it's weird. I don't know. Stop.
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
So we were late, so I thought we could answer this question really quickly. It's not really a question, it's a statement. I'm going to turn it into a question. Super helpful. The vet gave the okay for the walks for this Saturday. I agree on the lack of mental stimulation. Okay. So here's the thing. This is my speech to everybody. And I'm working with a puppy right now. And oh my God, it's just so true. I'm so tired of seeing ruined puppies because everybody keeps trying to walk them in their neighborhood. And it's so unfair to them if you live in an area like Sparky and I. We live in the city where even the suburban neighborhoods are tight and busy, dogs barking behind fences and traffic. And it's brutal for these puppies. And so please get a 10-foot, a 15-foot leash and a martingale. Go to the park and do your food work at the park and take a cot. If you've done place work, which you should have, hello, everybody does place these days. Mm-hmm. It's the thing to do. So take your cot to the park and do place and let's go and do a few circles and they do zoomies for a second and then rein them back in and place and let's go. Place, come, sit, break, go sniff the world. Do not introduce the world to your puppies in your neighborhood. Walk, cause they don't walk, where it's pulling, competing with all these new smells and the people coming out of their houses and the plane overhead and the traffic. And the big one is the dogs behind fences are so scary. And your dog will just be a little bit nervous and unsure for now. And then they'll get tired of it and then they'll become reactive in 6 months. And so you can do work on the walk. I'm not saying don't, but do 6-foot leash turns in your driveway in front of your house. And then someone walks by with a dog back in your driveway and work on them focusing on you. And then they can pull out and ahead, refocus them on you. Cause there is no heel when you first start walking in the neighborhood. That takes weeks and for some dogs months.
You know what heel means?
Heel means by my side.
Loosely leash
right by
behind your behind your foot on your side.
Yeah.
If you're getting pulling, you don't even have heel. You don't even have the concept of heel yet. You need let's go work.
And you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be puppy pulls and sniffs. Let's go. Draw them in, get a piece of food. And then they get to pull and sniff again. And then you draw them in, piece of food.
All about the guidance.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my speech for my question that I turned into a question. So anyway, cool.
You did it, Sparky?
Oh, yes. I created
She created a question that she answered.
Yeah. You're not asking good enough questions. I'm going to create my own. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Today was fun. You're sassy.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.